Hello, Recipe Hub fans again. This is Gergely, and this is the Bergamot channel once again. And in this recipe, I brought you an inhaler blend. And remember these little inhalers. But actually, you can use it in diffusers as well, or nebulizers. Doesn't matter. It's for inhalation and helping your mental and emotional state, first of all. So my recipe is called Indian Summer Inhaler. The reason is I love Indian summers, and wherever you live around the globe and you watch this video, I hope you have many of us actually have 4 seasons, and many of us do not have 4 seasons. A lot of people who live in the tropics, then you only have winters, which are not so cold as in Hungary or in England, where Liz lives, and then you have summer. So anyways, I have Indian summers. We call it Indian summer because it actually brings back sunshine just before autumn. So those are the last days of the dying summer, which is just a transition to another season. But I want to bring the last rays of sunshine with me in this Indian summer inhaler blend. So I included 3 essential oils. And because it's the Bergamot channel, obviously this is bergamot and anticipation. And maybe I can use the words, I can use the keywords to sort of like subscribe, to describe what the meaning of this essential oil or the morphological background to it and what it represents. Anyways, I just wanted to read you, before I go on with the other 2 components, I just wanted to read one of the paragraphs from our little booklet, which comes with the cards, and these are all beautiful words. Originally my thoughts, rewritten by Liz, the secret healer, and it's all put in verse. Beautiful work. Okay, so there's one paragraph that I want to read with bergamot because it's anticipation, right? Sway my honey child, I'll remind you how it feels to beat Earth's sensuous rhythms, to be full of juice and sunshine. And in fact, bergamot for me brings sunshine, just as orange, which is another component, right? And it says positivity. Positivity before coming into the autumn, leaving the summer and the sunshine. Bring it with you. Take it in your pockets, and wherever you go, and there's not too much sunshine, you can always bring it out and just sniff on it, and then you'll have that picture coming back that you are in the midst of summer. And the 3rd component is actually Clary Sage, which reads clairvoyance. I love Clary Sage, a very feminine oil, and it's got this nutty, earthy, green notes that comes and then just lands that greenness to the blend when you and in fact, Clary Sage was one of the first oils that I got to know when I was getting acquainted with essential oils when I started learning aromatherapy more than 15 years ago. So, and it has just that unique kind of notes that sometimes you can't put anywhere, and then you can't categorize it. It's just wonderful. It just gets into your soul and then warms your body and then mind. Anyway, so I have these 3 essential oils. And back to the properties of bergamot. Let's talk about bergamot's properties. First of all, it's an antidepressant. Then it is also an antiseptic oil and definitely a nervous system tonic. What does it mean, nervous system tonic? That means that sort of trains your nervous system and keeps it in limbo, right? So it just doesn't, sort of like tries to tonify and then, get it in the balance. So you don't have those ups and downs and stuff. So balancing and tonifying. And it is definitely an uplifting oil, right? You just smell bergamot. I just have this little sample from Bulgaria. A friend of ours sent me, and I just love it. Look at that greenish color. Okay, this is actually genuine bergamot oil, so it's not, I'm talking about genuine, so as it comes from the fruit, and it's not the bergaptine free version anyway. So when you use this in a cologne or any stay on or wash off skin products you make, always use, if you want to use bergamot, just use the bergaptine free version, okay? But this is an inhaler, so you have no problems with phototoxicity. Right. One final word about bergamot. It is actually, I would call it the messenger of sunshine, and I love talking about sunshine. I'm that kind of Mediterranean personality. And then when I'm talking about bergamot on the emotional and spiritual side, I should say that it's a very uplifting. It is it's, if you look at, for example, traditional Chinese medicine, it tonifies yin, for example. So back to the numbers. How should you construct this recipe? I used 5 drops of bergamot, and then used 5 drops of Clary Sage, and finally used 3 drops of sweet orange. Now, when you are blending, and then I'm talking about these drops, okay, I'm talking about the proportion. So that doesn't mean that you cannot duplicate, or or you add all these drops by each essential oil like 2 or 3 times, or as many times as much as you want to make of this blend. So you can actually pre-make your blend for a longer time, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then you can always use it to refill your inhaler or put it in the diffuser. Don't make too much, don't make like, I don't know, 1 ounce of this blend, unless you use it very fast or you give it away as a present, because the longer you keep, for example, citrus oils, then the easier they become oxidized. But that's not a problem. In this case, if you make like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times this proportion that I gave you now. And then all you need is an inhaler or a diffuser. And put it in when you have this need for sunshine, and especially when autumn comes, then the last drops of sunshine, use Indian Summer Inhaler Blend. And until next time, our motto, happy blending.